Hey, what's up guys, this is Zephyr UK from Graph Media and TMF Gaming, and today I'm going to present you a tutorial on how to make nice 3D text in Cinema 4D with lighting and everything, and then I'm going to show you how to render it out properly without any issue whatsoever and put it into Photoshop for editing even further, even though, whatever. Okay, so when you've opened up Cinema 4D, go to MoGraph, go text, go to the object, go to text, give it a name. I'm going to give it the name Graph Media. The font, change the font. My favorite font at the minute is, where is it? This one here. I tend to pretty much, this is the text I'm pretty much bumming off at the minute. Yes, I said bumming off, yes. So there's our lovely text. I'm going to change the depth to 50. And then the rest we're going to leave the same. What we're going to do next is we click the MoText layer, hold Control C, then Control V to create a duplicate. On the duplicate, you change the depth to 25, go to caps and make sure that the fitted caps are ticked on both end and start. I'm going to increase the radius to about 8. When you increase the radius, make sure both end and start cap are both the same centimeters, otherwise it will look a bit shit, just to point out. Now we're going to use the rotation tool just so we can see where we are. Make sure that the duplicate is centered, or just about center of the text. That should just about do it. Okay, now we go to the materials, select two materials, we just a dark colour, add a reflection. I like adding reflections because when you add reflections it makes it look a lot more impressive, especially when you add the lighting to it, which we'll see in a minute. And for the secondary colour I'm going to choose a sort of a light bluey sort of colour. Let's go with a theme of Graph Media. That'll do. Again, no, not transparency, reflection. Be careful when you're using reflection, especially because when you're adding light, you'll find that sometimes the light will reflect off of the actual reflection and then reflect off the other reflected texture. So you sort of, it kind of shows itself within itself, and it kind of looks a bit weird. So you've got to be careful how you use it. But if you use it properly, you can get a nice gloss. Hopefully, I will be using it properly. If not, feel free to laugh. So now we're going to drag the textures onto each. The original one, the original MoGraph, I'm adding the dark colour to, and then the duplicate, I'm adding the lighter colour to, like so. So we've just rendered that out. That's what we've got at the minute. Into the duplicate layer, and then hold Control C, Control V again. So we've got a second duplicate, and then we're going to go to the rotation, the 3D text rotation tool, the tool we used to actually rotate the actual thing. Hold Shift and just drag that down to 90 degrees. And then again do it again, so we've done a whole 180 degrees. It's probably an easy way, but this is the way I do it. I push the text up a bit and then push it back behind the original and the duplicate, so it's sort of like that. I'm going to push it up just a little bit more, like that. So this is what we have at the minute. I'm just going to push there we go. I need to sneeze, but it won't let me. Okay, now here comes the next bit, adding the light. So I'm going to click this tool here, it's called Array. Then we click the light, and then we drag the light onto Array, and then click on the array again, and then just drag that across to wherever you want. Best thing about using arrays is that the lighting in the array is a lot more nicer and stuff, as you can see there. That's from just basically adding it in, but you can do a lot more impressive things with array, like if you play about with the radius, which is how far apart the lights are from each other, and the amount of lights there are, which are the copies. Best bit is when you increase the radius to around about, I don't know, 400-ish, and then change the array frequency to this little Mexican wave sort of thing. But with it, you can sort of play about the way the text is lit up and stuff. So that which looks a bit lame. I like quite dramatic, quite in your face, like kind of light. But I know it's a little bit too in your face. Let's just change the radius, maybe, and the frequency, and then the amplitude again. down. I'm very picky with where I like my text, so sorry if this tutorial may be taking a little bit longer than usual, but you get the point. Just play about with the text you have here. I'm just going to stick with that. It's a little bit in your face, but whatever. This is the bit, okay, this is the bit which a lot of people make mistakes on, and I stress out too much, right? Never add a plane and then render it out, because if you do that, I will strangle you with 2 hands and shit down your throat. This is how you do it, okay? Go to output, width, and height, change it to whatever you want. I'm changing it to 1280 by 720, because that's standard HD size. Resolution 300, then go to save, change the format to PNG, and then select alpha channel, straight channel, and separate channel. I don't think you even need to add those two, but I'm adding them anyway because I want to make sure I get it right. Then when you've done that, you see these little light barriers, so make sure the text is within those barriers. If it's not, it will cut off. Just drag across the. There we go. Okay, then click on the render thing. There we go. Then go to File, Save. Make sure the alpha channel is ticked. Click OK. Call it tut. There we go. Excuse me for coughing. Okay, now we're gonna go to Photoshop. Ta-da! Then we're gonna drag the image in. Magic! No backgrounds, no questions asked. Perfectly rendered text. No problems whatsoever. If you've got any questions you want to ask me or the team, leave in the comments below, or message Graph Media if you want me to do any other tutorials or anyone else to do any. You get the point. Anyway, thank you for watching this tutorial. Peace out, bitches.